Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I would like to welcome you all. I would love to welcome you all, as a matter of fact, to the First Heartbeat with CJ Kyles. And if you don't know who I am, my name is CJ Kyles, aka the best podcaster in the world, aka smartest nigga alive, aka sexiest nigga breathing. And thank you once again for joining me this evening. If you'll just give me 1 second to get this together. Get my internet ish together. If y'all listening live and y'all can hear me, let me know if I'm sounding good or not. I'm gonna take my time with this one. And if you want to call in, if you're watching, make sure you click the link and you too can chime in tonight. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm so happy to have y'all here right now this evening. Thank you for joining me wherever you may be. Tonight, boys and girls, we are going to be talking about the Derrick Jaxn controversy. Yes, we are. We are going to talk about the Derrick Jaxn controversy. Now, I'm sure. What's cracking, Teddy? What's good, Katrina? Appreciate y'all for joining me live right now. We are going to talk about this Derrick Jaxn controversy. And if Teddy, Katrina, y'all want to come in, y'all want to join the show, I put the link on the description. Should be at the top if y'all want to join the show. I'm going to put it in the chat too, and I should be able to pin it. But yeah, anyway, so let's talk about Derrick Jaxn. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit because I really want to get into this. What's cracking, Zachary? What's cracking, homie? If you want to chime in, make sure y'all click the link. Anybody can chime in tonight. We're going to be having an open discussion about the boy Derrick Jaxn and how he finessed the game. Yes, Derrick Jaxn and his wife finessed the game. He fooled you all. He did not fool me, but he fooled you. Boys and girls. Now, recently, Derrick Jaxn has made the news. He's taken the heat off Kirk Franklin, if you will. Derrick Jaxn cheated on his wife. Shocking, right? At least that's the narrative that's been going around. Now, I have to admit to you, I do not know the whole story, but I just know the important parts. Apparently, a side chick exposed him, got on some blogger's YouTube channel, gave all kind of receipts, talked about how his house looked and all this good stuff, and just really some real despicable type of stuff, right? Pretty much exposing Derrick Jaxn. And I see a lot of the guys rejoicing, talking about, I told you so. Because if you don't know who Derrick Jaxn is, he's like this dating coach. You know what? Let me not lie. I don't know what he does. I know what he does. He gives women advice. He pretty much tells them what he wants to hear. I don't know what label to officially give him. I know he's an author. He's put out books and everything like that. And he pretty much panders to the Tyler Perry older female demographic, telling them everything that they want to hear. So with that being said, he's talking about it for the most part, and I'm paraphrasing, but for the most part, he preaches that men ain't good enough, and if he don't love you and all that kind of stuff, then he ain't good enough, and blasey splee, just pretty much putting his cape on for the women. And I get the hustle, and parts of me respects the hustle. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he saw, and I'm not bashing my brother Tyler Perry. I'm not bashing him. But to say that there's a market, to say that there's not a market in that particular audience is a lie. The Steve Harvey market. Steve Harvey sold millions of books. Tyler Perry's a billionaire. Derrick Jaxn wanted to tap into that audience. And it's funny because I see a lot of dudes talking about Derrick Jaxn. Oh, he ain't this and he ain't that. He ain't this and he ain't that. Guess what, fellas? Guess what? He's not talking to us. We are not his audience. We are not his audience. Sure, it's fun to watch and laugh and everything like that, but we are not Derrick Jaxn's audience. Derrick Jaxn caters to women. Point blank, period. Mostly single women. Because I know a lot of women that are happy in relationships that don't even listen to him. And like I said, I could care less either way. I have no dog in this fight, but it's funny to me. And tonight I wanted to talk about why Derrick Jaxn is a genius, and he finessed you all. He finessed you all. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kevin Samuels, he's like the hottest thing on the market right now. Let's see. Oh, we got some comments. Star says, yo, Derrick Jaxn say he a hating ass nigga. I don't even think he's a hating ass nigga, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. I think this character of Derrick Jaxn, this character of his, the character that he portrays, I believe that is he has done the greatest villain reveal of all time. And I have to applaud him. The hustler in me has to respect that. Because anyway, the story broke. And Derrick Jaxn, he's a cheater. He's a liar. I saw the side chick. I saw her. And I saw his wife. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say that the side chick was not attractive. The side chick was attractive and more attractive than his wife. But that's not the point. And I'm going to get into that. And mind you, I don't co-sign cheating. You do what you want to do. I'm not the ethics police. But I think this whole thing is a ruse. Charade, if you will. Charade. And I think his wife is the mastermind. What? His wife is the mastermind? She's been hurt. She's been this. She's been... No. Because the normal person would sit back and say, well, you know what? Why do these public figures continue to get married and to get in these situations when it's just going to mess up their brand, right? Why do they do that, right? Why not Derrick Jaxn just stay single? That would be what the normal logical person would expect, right? Especially if you're going to go around smashing other chicks. Why wouldn't he just stay single? I know I asked that. That was just, that's the question. And in a minute, I'm going to show a picture of his wife and the side chick in a second. So why would he not just stay single? Because it's bad for the brand. It is bad for the brand for somebody like Derrick Jaxn to stay single. Now, apparently he's been married 12 years and all this kind of stuff. You had no idea, for the most part, that this dude was even married. But him being married is good for his brand. In order to tap into that, because listen, you at the end of the day, you are selling a fantasy to these women that have been for the streets. They've been for the streets, and now they want to come home to a good man after they done gave everybody the goods, and they've been for the streets. They want to come home at night to a good man, snuggle up against a high earning man, and with their kids, have a couple of more kids. No. It's the fantasy that Derrick sells you. The fantasy. It is so much money in lying to women. How do y'all not get that? Exactly. Hold on. Let me get some of these comments. He getting that money and it's entertaining. Yeah, for sure. Like you said, we are not his audience, fellas. We are not his audience. Let me finish my talk. I'll go back to the comments. Wait, let me make sure I ain't leaving that in there. But yeah, I lost my train of thought, but that's all right. But back to what I was saying. He was focused on getting that bag, and he had to tap into a particular type of audience to do what he needed to do. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. In order to do that, you have to sell the fantasy to these women. And these women, these for the streets women, they're going to buy into it. Now, I'm not a hater. Derrick Jaxn is built. He's tall. He's muscular. He's in shape. He's not fat. He's using that to his advantage. And I'm not mad at him for that. This is why a lot of y'all got mad at me when I said women don't like fat dudes. For the most part, they just settle for them. Y'all got mad at me when I said that. A lot of y'all got mad at me when I said that. But point blank, period. Point blank, period. Look what happened. This story broke. His followers went up to almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Dude had like 380, 400,000 followers prior to this incident. Now dude is almost at 1 million. Bruh. Marketing genius. And that ain't even a kicker. I'm going to get to the kicker at the end. Dude numbers have went up, right? The way you look matters, folks. Whether you try to sugarcoat it or not, the way you look matters. Flavor Flav could not have done what he has done, what Derrick Jaxn has done, and went up. His numbers went up like that. You would not feel sympathy for a nigga like Flavor Flav. Not trying to diss homie, but it is what it is. You would not feel sympathy for some. If Derrick Jaxn looked like Danny DeVito, he will be slaughtered, crucified. Because his audience wants to have, for the most part, they want to have sex with him. He's selling them a fantasy. So if y'all, and we gonna do some, I'm not gonna react to the live, but I'm gonna react to him reacting to his own live. Now, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Okay. So if he looked a certain type of way, he could not pull this off. It would not surprise me if the wife planned this whole thing. Because we've been in a pandemic. Kevin Samuels, which is like the anti-Derrick Jaxn, is on the rise. Kevin Samuels went from like 90,000 followers to almost 600,000 followers in mere months off that viral video, telling women the truth. Derrick Jaxn looked around and said, oh shit, oh God. This dude is out here telling women the truth. I gotta go on the text. So as soon as the viral video came out, Derrick Jaxn did a response video to him talking about, well, do this dude even like women and all that stuff? Yeah, because dude is on the come up. Let me tell you something, man. Competition is real out here. It's real. And this is just my theory. Derrick was losing his edge a little bit. He was losing his edge. He had to find something. He had to find something to bring him back. And what do people, when you at the top, people can't wait to see you fall. But what do people love more than that? What do people love more than seeing somebody fall from the top? They love redemption. They love redemption, boys and girls. And this is a classic story of redemption. Pretty boy hurts his average looking wife with a beautiful side chick, comes back, wife forgives him, and all is well with the world again. Let me put out a book. Let me show you how to heal through this. Listen, pain is profit. Pain equals profit. And I believe it was the wife that set this whole thing up. Yes, I do. I believe she set the whole thing up. I believe she said, you know what, nigga, you need to go out here and get this bag. Because 2020 ain't no tours going on. You can't do no tours. You can't go out in that audience full of rats. No, all that was shut down. The bag. We need the bag. Wifey like, listen, we need this paper, nigga. What is you doing? Now, prior to this, you never even known he had a wife. And like I said, he could have put it out there, but I'm not in his business. But wifey said, you know what, nigga? Like, listen, I don't know you gotta do something, bro. You got to do something, bruh. We need this paper. All right, let's read to some of these comments. Okay. Henry says, bro, he was a YouTuber turned vlogger, turned political, turned author. He gonna play victim and always gonna come out on top. For real, for real. I 100% agree. Kim Yada says, we didn't even know he had a wife. Exactly. Elvita says, exactly to Kim Yada. Teddy says, it's the truth. Women don't like fat dudes unless he is high value. And let me get off into that for a second. I don't know why that's so hard for a lot of people to accept. I know why it's hard, because it messes with their ego. I get it. And I know that a lot of dudes, like, finding a dude is rare. Finding a good dude is even more rare. Finding a good dude that you're attracted to is rarer than that. So I understand why people didn't like it when I said women don't really care for fat dudes. They settle for them. But, you know, I'm just a guy with an opinion. Elvita says he's not even a pretty boy. And she also says that makes sense. All right. Yeah, right. Makes perfect sense. Because prior to Kevin Samuels, it was nobody really telling these women the truth of how these high value men felt and what they thought. And this is why the focus is so hard to stop a man like that. Because if you continue to produce a generation of men that tell these women the actual truth, that is damaging to the feminist movement, that is damaging to male and female toxic relationships, putting the man back in that traditional role, that is damaging to the crime when it comes to the crime aspect. If more men aspire to be high value and do legit business, that is detrimental to like, this shit is deep, bruh. Y'all don't understand how deep this is. This is why. But see, if it was not a problem, if dude only had 20,000 subscribers, nobody would care. Nobody would care. And it is a problem because it is a steadily growing audience. And a lot of Kevin Samuels' audience are women. That is the real problem. If it was just a sausage fest full of dudes, nobody would care. Nobody would care. But women, and he proves the point over and over and over and over again. Most women want a high earning dude who's good looking. Point blank period. Point blank period. A high earning dude who's good looking. Well, guess what? As you can clearly see, Derrick Jaxn, there's going to bring options. Even Derrick Jaxn not even living his own truth that he preaches, which is, again, I think this whole thing is set up from the beginning. I think they're all in it together. But let's just go from there. If you got a generation full of dudes that's not finna put up with the bullshit and really telling women what they want, that's a problem, because women outnumber men. And the more men that get to this level, which a lot of them won't, because that takes very hard work, but the more men that do get to this level, their options are crazy. That is what they're scared of. That is what would kill them. See, listen, I'm not a Trump fan. But most of his voters were women. Dude says what the hell he wanted to say, did what he wanted to do. Most of Trump's supporters were women. They don't like to tell you that. But a lot of his supporters were women. Even with all the controversy and grabbing and all that kind of stuff, a lot of his supporters were women that got him in that office for the first term. So with that being said, that threatens the brand, the Derrick Jaxn brand. It's not going to pretty much threaten the Tyler Perry brand. Dude is made. And like I said, I don't have a problem with Tyler Perry or really Steve Harvey, but it threatens a new guy who's trying to come up. Okay, I can't compete with Kevin Samuels, so let me be the anti-Kevin Samuels. Now, granted, Derrick was popping before he was, but dude, they say his rise came out of nowhere, right? So now you got to compete with that. It's hard to compete with truth. And people still take to it in a positive manner. Yeah, dude got his critics, but for the most part, a lot of people agree with what he's saying. And that's a problem. That's a real problem. Elvita says, I don't agree about fat guys. That's cool. You don't have to agree about that. Teddy says it's the truth. All right. Fellas, get in the gym. I'm gonna say that. Fellas, get in the gym. But anyway, I wanna react to do I want to do both? I kind of want to I want to show y'all because they kind of the first one is kind of long. And this dude was covered on ET, like Entertainment Tonight. This is kind of like I had no idea how big Derrick Jaxn was. And before, as far as like fuck, this is my show. Do what I want to do. We're gonna react. We're gonna react to his to both videos. They're both around 7 minutes, and we'll break them down piece by piece. Let me stop my player music. Real quick. We're gonna get this queued up. We're gonna react to it because I've honestly never watched the whole video. And the internet has been trashing his wife. I guess from the way she came on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen. I'm gonna do a screen share. All right. So we're gonna go through this video. All right. So this is the Derrick Jaxn video with him and his wife. And let me know if y'all can see that. Y'all should be able to. I shared the screen. But this is him with his wife. And they're talking about the situation that took place. Look at her, bro. I know a mastermind pimp when I see one. Look at her. All right, we're going to go ahead.
Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae. And we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August.
Now, boys and girls, I'm going to be stopping it every couple seconds because YouTube is funny about that. Now, look at how I know. Thanks, man. Look at how. Hold on, boys and girls. Let me see. All right, there we go. Now look at how Derrick Jaxn is looking. Like, look at how his wife is looking. I'm sorry. His wife is looking like, all right, nigga, get it right. If we gonna do this, we gonna do this good. Now, again, look at how she's dressed, right? She is dressed homely as hell. No makeup, a hat, bonnet, I don't know. Black Twitter, black YouTube, all of them have been going in on how she dressed, came on the screen, because a lot of women's logic is, okay, nigga, you gonna cheat on me with a side chick, and I've seen the side chick. The side chick is bad. She's bad. I mean, I can't lie about that. She is attractive. A lot of women's logic is, why the hell would she come on TV, national TV, YouTube, all that, looking like this? Bruh, it's all a part of the plan. This is how you sell hope. This is how you sell hope, because the average woman looks like this. The average woman looks like this. The average woman does not look like the side chick. So it's selling hope that, hey, even though Derrick did what he did, he's smashing the side chick. Maybe I have a chance too. Even though I look homeless and homely as hell, I may have a shot. Look, dude, this was done for a reason. This woman, this black woman, and I get on this camera looking crazy like this on purpose. This is, look, the zipper, look, just all kind of, she look homeless as hell. And it's making dudes be like, well, damn, I would have cheated on her too. No. This is all done for the see, he fooled you. He did not fool me.
Maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But
tell the truth. The truth. You tell the truth. Because publicly, people don't like liars publicly. Tell the truth. And that's what he's doing, telling the truth.
The truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation, and up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people.
This nigga is checking off all the boxes. Sex, I smashed her, I was flirting, Twitter, Facebook, IG, Snapchat, sending pics, all that, getting it all out the way. Getting it all out the way. People can sympathize with this because there are a lot of cheaters. People can sympathize and empathize with this. And the way they did this for a reason, because she cannot go on that camera looking good, because she has to be relatable. She has to be relatable. This was genius, in my opinion. This was orchestrated very well. She has to be relatable. If she would have got on this camera glammed up, they would have been like, well, okay, all right. You remember that director that cheated on Sunshine, the lady who plays Sunshine in Harlem Nights with I think it was Eddie Murphy ex-wife. I don't know who it was, but you saw how she looked. Sympathy. Women can relate. Now, how she looked, if she had a body and everything like that, if she looked good, no one would care. Because no one cares when pretty women get cheated on. No one cares. You have to bring sympathy.
People are being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with, but without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out. Definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took. And definitely not in alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now.
Woo! He laying a Christian on y'all thick, boy. This sounds like something that was written by Tyler Perry himself. Soon as, because we know black folks love God and Jesus. We do. So if you can bring God and Jesus into it, you got our heartstrings right there. God gonna forgive them. God gonna do this. God gonna do that.
Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God. Then I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it.
That's bullshit. That's totally bullshit. And y'all know it. Y'all know that's, now come on, bruh. Now, see, this is where they overdoing it now. I know this is planned, but now they laying it on too thick. It comes off as phony. It doesn't even come off as real at this point. It comes off as very staged and it comes off as very fake. You laying, I'm giving her when I check in all the last women I talked to for the last 8 years and all that. No, you're not, nigga. No nigga is doing that. Now stop it. Some of these women are getting cheated on by dudes who work at Subway that are shaped like Danny DeVito, bringing them all kind of STDs and babies. Stop it. You're not doing that, bruh. Stop it. Look at the wife though. She just, okay, playing her part. The mastermind that she is.
But now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that.
Once again, for those of you who are just tuning in, what do people love more than seeing somebody fall from the top? They love the redemption story. Black folks, we got this real messed up idea of what love is supposed to be. Black folks, for some reason, we love struggle love. I don't know why, but we are the only group of people that glorify struggle love. That whole, it's supposed to be toxic, but that means the love is real. No other group of people do that and glorify that in songs. This whole song's talking about struggle love. It's nothing cute about that. But they know that we love shit like that. We love, because it's supposed to be some sort of badge of honor. Black folks love us some struggle love for some idiotic ass reason. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but we do, and we glorify it. And this is what you get right here.
Amount of time or any length of time to any extent and think that I can't be held accountable. The same way that I preach, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this.
That was smart. Don't claim to be the victim because you hurt your wife. You claim to be victim. It's all downhill from there. Nigga, you're the one that stepped out. I mean, that's obvious. You're the one. Listen, I wouldn't be in this whole grand scheme of things. I would not be surprised. Damn, my bad. I would not be surprised if Derrick Jaxn sent old girl, the side chick, to whoever blogger she put out, to whatever blogger put it out. I would not be surprised if they sent her to that to leak this information. It's too convenient. It's too convenient. I like to give dudes the benefit of the doubt. I do. I really like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just like, nobody can be this stupid. You cannot have a brand like this go around and mess with side chicks aimlessly. No NDAs, no, all kind of, she got all kinds of stuff. You walking through the house, it's no way. I would like to think Derrick Jaxn is a smart individual. And there's no way dude could be that dumb to let a side chick, because we all know, we've seen it countless times again. When you are a public figure, you are more likely to get caught up in bullshit. That's just what it is. It's no way. It's no way that he could have thought he was not gonna get caught or put out. I believe, in my opinion, that they sent that girl to that blogger to put that info out. That's just me, though.
She didn't make me or push me to do it. The next person didn't make me. No friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma, whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification. I've already made that bed and have had to lie in it. And now we're finally getting on to the other side personally in our own healing, in our own marital oneness. And now this is being made public to you guys. So
it's being made public because you made it public, bro. You ain't fooling me. You can fool them, but you ain't fooling me. It's being made public because you made it public, my guy. But my hat's off to you, bro. You did this almost perfectly, masterfully. Am I saying that right?
Bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Yes, so I do want to.
My God. Oh my God. Look at bruh. I know every black woman in America was like, what the? As soon as my girl saw that, she was like, what? Why would she come on there dressed like that? Like, and when I looked at the comments, every woman was like, why would you come on there? She looks absolutely crazy. Homeless shelter, all that kind of stuff. It's to build sympathy and relatability. They are not dumb. And Derrick Jaxn has to still sell you a fantasy, even through the bullshit. He still has to sell you the fantasy. You know why? Because a lot of his followers, through all the bullshit, still want to have sex with him. And don't tell me I'm lying, because some of you ladies have sex with dudes who screwed your mama, screwed your best friend, got other chicks pregnant, and they are no exceptions to the rule, and he is no exception to the rule.
I agree with what he just said. There is no justification for bringing other women into our marriage on any level. And it was unacceptable. And it's not something that I tolerate or that we tolerate moving forward. And when
I gotta come at Derrick too with the way he looking right now. Nigga, had it, well, no, because you want to feel sorry for him. Had he gone out and got a lineup and got fresh to death, nobody would have felt sorry for him. So I get it. I'm tripping.
I've been flooded again with messages and these things and about, I need to leave or why haven't I left? And the answer is, when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so.
Ladies, don't let her lie to you. She did not leave. She did not leave. Now, I'm not saying that if a dude cheat on you, you shouldn't leave. But what I am telling you is that she didn't leave. She didn't go nowhere. It was her idea. This whole thing was her idea. The ends was getting dry. This was her idea. Don't let this woman sit up here and lie to you and tell you that she left. She didn't go nowhere. Obviously, she didn't leave. She's still sitting here right now. Look at John Gray's wife. Look at all the public figures' wife. When they've been notoriously known for cheating, they've come right back. They've come. Look at Beyonce and Jay-Z allegedly, and I really don't think that happened. I think that whole thing was fake. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, that he really did cheat. She didn't go nowhere. So if Beyonce can stay with Jay-Z, 9 times out of 10, you're going to stay with your dude. I'm not saying that it's right, but this woman is not being honest, at least in the scheme of the video.
Stayed gone. No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone and stood.
Allegedly.
I am not coming back. And I did not come back until I seen a shift and a change in his mentality, in how he carried himself, in how he presented himself, in conversations that we were able to have that we had never been.
All game, all lies, as Jesse Lee Peter would say. All lies, all games. Finesse. This is finesse. Look how Derrick looking. Look how Derrick. He got a look of fear in his eye. I believe she run that ship with an iron fist. All lies.
Been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other, and when we were able to have these dialogues, said, "Okay, Lord, this is something that you've had your hand on," and this was with me being completely removed from his life, and him pursuing God, continuing to pursue God, and continuing to.
Y'all cats love putting God in y'all BS. I'm no different. We love as a people putting God in our BS. We do. We love it. We give God credit for BS. God ain't had nothing to do with this. God ain't have nothing to do with this. We love putting God in our BS. We love struggle love, and we love putting God in our BS.
Eliminate these things that led up to the catastrophe that you guys are seeing for the first time. So
that y'all put out there.
Right now, that is information that I don't already know about or haven't known about. And so this is not something that is new.
This is not something that is new. Boy, she is laying it on thick. She is laying it on thick. She is saying that this dude is a notorious cheater. Man, she is going to finesse this. She is about to get on Ayanna Van Zandt Fix My Life. She about to put out her own book. She about to do a how to bounce back from a notorious cheater, how to heal, how to forgive, all that stuff. This woman is she said look at him. Look at him. He has cheated for years. Sleeping with a known liar. A known liar. Bruh.
Moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. He is still continuing to pursue God and continuing to seek guidance and wise counsel from men of God. And
I wonder who the men of God he's talking about. He's seeking counseling from John Gray. Is he seeking counseling from John Gray? Cheating on his wife? Hey, bro. John Gray probably text him like, bro, if you gonna do it right, my guy. Do it right, my guy. See, John Gray, his wasn't no accident. I mean, his wasn't on purpose. His was an accident. This dude right here, though, this is all a part of the plan.
That is what I needed for the continuation of me being present in this marriage and to stand by his side. So today, where I'm at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no hesitation. I have no.
It's the jeans for me. She looked like she just got done painting a house or something. It's the jeans for me. Like what is the bruh? That's killing me right now. Let's get what do she have on though? Like at first I ignored that, but the more I started to look and the more that women pointed out, I'm just like, well, what's really going on?
Hurt, no shame about that. And it's only because of the grace of God and the mercy of God. And we have already turned a new chapter in this story. We are continuing to move forward, and we are just now sharing that with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is called the apology tour. What Derrick Jaxn is doing right now is the apology tour. That's what I thought when I saw it. But I'm gonna throw a twist at you. I'm gonna throw a twist in about 2 minutes at you. I'm gonna let some of this play out. I'm not gonna continue the whole thing, but
I forgave him, and most importantly, God has first forgiven him.
Notice how they keep saying God, forgiveness, God, forgiveness, God, forgiveness. They are really, it sounds like she's reading off of a script. It really sounds like she's reading off a teleprompter. God, forgiveness, God, forgiveness. They are trying to beat that into your subconscious. Forgive Derrick Jaxn. Forgive what he did to me. Forgive this, forgive that. So you can go ahead and love him again and purchase the products. So you can feel sorry for me as I get mine come up, because now I'm getting sympathy from a whole new audience that I never had exposure to. And these women that look like me and that can relate to me are going to start to follow me now. And I can sell them BS. Pay attention. Forgiving the other woman. She says she can forgive the other woman. The high road, turning the other cheek, if you will.
That we are free and moving forward. So that's all I have.
And I get it. Some of y'all, like, this may come as a huge shock, probably a huge disappointment. I let a lot of you down.
Not to real niggas, it ain't. Say no shock. Come on, bro. We know what it is. I'm gonna just stop it right there, because he's just, at this point, he's just rambling on. He's really not doing nothing else at this point. But yeah, it's not a shock to real niggas. We know what it is. We know what it is. Let me see. Let me read some of these. Let me read some of these comments. Teddy says, "What's up with the skull cap?" He's referring to whatever the hell she had on in the video. Quality Qual, I hope I'm saying that right. I've been trying to tell people he was full of it. Women are looking foolish because he was only doing this because he knew what women wanted to hear. And ladies and gentlemen, deceiving women is profitable. It very much is profitable. It's a lot of money in it. It's a whole lot of money, whole lot of paper in deceiving women, because women, for the most part, act off emotion. And if I can find me an emotional buyer that'll contribute to my money, why would I not sell her a dream if I can? And that is what he's doing, boys and girls. I'm trying to give you some game. I'm not a hater, but I'm trying to give you a little bit of game. Didi says she's trying to play a role. Yes, she is. And she's doing a wonderful job. You got to be a bold chick to go on camera looking the way she did after this man has been accused of lying to you, and the side chick has come out and she's a beautiful woman. Let's see. Teddy says, yes, I agree. She looks lost and helpless. Oh, yeah, she's playing a role. He also said, Derrick, please, if she knew and stayed with you, then I question her mental health. Bruh. That's what I'm saying, right? Notorious cheater. She said, I've been here for years. She not going nowhere. You know why, Teddy? And let's just say this is real for 1 second. She's not going nowhere because 9 times out of 10, she will not do better than him. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that is the reason a lot of these chicks stay. And I'm not going to even say in messed up situations, but for the most part, she's not going to get somebody with clout like that. For the most part. Now she could, but the chances are slim to none. She's not going to get somebody with as much clout as him. They probably have a little bit of paper. It's a good chance that she won't. It's a good chance. I'm just saying. I don't think so. Didi says love is not toxic. I agree. If it's not real, you haven't been through nothing. BS. Oh yeah, that's the they like to pull that mess. I'm saying that if you ain't never been, if he ain't did this and he ain't did that, then your love ain't real. You don't love real. That's some shit black folks promote. That's some shit we promote. I don't know why, but it's just something that we do promote for some reason. But Here's the twist. This is what messed me up right here, though. I'm going to get to what messed me up right here. Derrick, and this is why he is one of the greatest villains of all time. He is one of the greatest villains of all time. Let me tell you what this dude did. Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to play it. Let me tell you what this dude did. This dude did a reaction to his own video and plugged his book at the end. Bruh, if that ain't the biggest villain reveal of all time, if that ain't the biggest finesse, Derrick Jaxn is pretty much telling you, I finessed you. Yes, I finessed you all. And y'all fell for it. And you're gonna, this is a bold statement, and I'm gonna play it. He's telling you that I finessed you all. You're going to forgive me because of the way I look, and you're going to continue to purchase my products, and my followers are still going to go up because of the way I look. Y'all mad now, but what I'm going to do is treat this woman like a queen in the public. I'm going to get the public's forgiveness, and y'all are going to continue to buy my products because Derrick was cold. He was cold for a minute. Like I told you before at the beginning of the broadcast, Kevin Samuels was the hottest thing on YouTube. Derrick said, oh no longer can this be. What can I do to get back in the spotlight? I can't just attack the man. I can't just attack him for no reason. I need to put it all on myself. So and this is me just purely speculating, but I feel like I'm right. So I can't just attack him. Let me just bring the heat on myself and get myself some controversy. Boom, voila. And you got this. And that led to this. Hold on, let me get this off the screen. That led to this video right here.
And today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae, and we just wanted to address a couple of things.
Now, this is the video that I just played, and he's reacting to his own video. Now, I'm not going to play that part of the video over again. I'm going to play his commentary to his own video. I have to applaud this man. This is one of the greatest finesse I've ever seen. It was masterfully done. It was done so well because for the last 24 hours, he's had these women in their feelings. It was wonderfully done.
So when I looked in the comments of this video, I don't know if old boy was trolling or not, but he said
he's referring to himself in third person. I love it. Troll game is a thought. I didn't like dude at first, but I'm slowly starting to become a Derrick Jaxn fan at this point because the trolling, you got to respect it. You have to respect the trolling. I respect the trolling aspect of this whole thing. Look at the look on his face. He's like, yes, I fooled you niggas. I fooled all of you. Yes, I did.
And D, I think I want to see a reaction to this video. So,
oh my God.
And by the way, I'm going to speak in third person. A lot of you already seen this, but this is Derrick Jaxn.
Shout out to Derrick Jaxn. Nigga reacted to his own video and talking in third person and telling you what he's doing. How can you be mad at that?
A lot of people think of him as a relationship expert and guru and all of that. Well, he and his wife are making this video because apparently at some point in their marriage, or maybe even beforehand in the relationship, he didn't take his own advice and he stepped out and he got involved with other women, as you heard them say. Now, upon first impression, nothing really stuck out to me about him, but more so about the wife. Like I heard her say that she stands with her husband. She's proud to love him.
This nigga said nothing stuck out about him. Nothing stuck out about him, boys and girls. Oh no, nothing wrong with me. What's wrong with you? Oh, it's nothing wrong with me, bruh. What's wrong with you? Something wrong with you. Can't you see the finesse? Are you not entertained?
I heard her say that, this is some time ago. They've already processed this, overcame this, dealt with this a long time ago, and nothing's really new to her. But just by her body language, I was really wondering, did he force her to do this video? She looks super uncomfortable, like she doesn't want to be there. But then I watched.
This nigga is acknowledging what everybody has said. Listen, bro, I got to give him his credit. I have to give this. He's acknowledging what all y'all have said about him in the comments, directly responding to the haters, aka soon to be fans. And dudes, let me tell you once again, he don't care what we think. He don't care what we think. He is not talking to us. We are not his audience. He could give less than a damn what we think.
Watched their live chat that they did right afterwards, and I kind of caught that this is just a part of her personality, so that kind of explains somewhat of her demeanor. She clearly has a mind of her own, if you saw the live chat too, and she said that the live chat even was her idea. So with that, cool. She wants to stand by her husband. She feels like he's worth it. She has that right. Now, as far as what he said, I understand and I completely applaud him taking accountability, because
oh my God, this nigga's giving his own self-credit. Look. He is giving his own self-credit. He's giving his own self-credit. The nerve of this nigga. And I gotta salute him for it. He said, yeah, I fucked up, but I'm giving myself credit because I came clean. Boy, if I ain't up, I might hit the subscribe. I just might hit the subscribe button. Nah, I may just hit the subscribe. The nigga is giving his own self credit for coming clean over some shit he did wrong. Most of you niggas can't tell your girl where you been for 20 minutes at the grocery store. He's coming clean about cheating and giving himself credit.
Because too many times we see dudes and they got this sob story about how they was raised and, they broken home and the goldfish died and they never seen a marriage and all that. He didn't do that. He just took accountability. But I hope he understands that all the accountability in the world is not going to rebuild broken trust. Now,
not only did he give himself credit, he shitted on himself at the same time. Boy, this was masterfully done. I have to give you credit, my guy. I have to give you credit. I really do. He built himself up and shitted on himself at the same time. Wonderful job.
Not on a personal level, and even with the public that he's addressing, like even his most loyal supporters at this point will probably have a raised eyebrow from this point forward whenever he wants to condemn another man for something like this, and rightfully so. So hopefully he understands that. And I also thought it was very intriguing how he brought in God at the end.
I thought it was very intriguing how, listen, he's literally saying what everybody else has been saying and throwing it back at you. This is a finesse. This is a big OFU. This is everything. And I'm still going to do me. Greatest villain reveal I've ever seen. Greatest. Wonderfully done.
Really hear him speak like that. So, do it God's way or else it's going to fail. Now, if I saw that a couple of years ago, I honestly would have called BS. I honestly would have been like, nah, dude, like you can't use God as a scapegoat, as if you not having Jesus is why you did what you did. Like if Jesus was there with you when you was with those other women, Jesus would have zipped up your zipper for you.
Oh my God. I'm so glad I didn't watch this beforehand. This is my first time seeing this. Oh my God. Derrick Jaxn is saying what everybody, listen, he said if Jesus was there, he wouldn't have zipped down your zipper or whatever he said. I'm paraphrasing. Jesus. He's telling you what he did and what he's going to continue to do. And guess what? He's saying there's nothing you can do about it. It's nothing you can do about it.
That's not how it works. Like, who are you kidding? But now I have a relationship with God for myself, so I hear things a little bit differently. And what I heard whenever he said that was that, when you go into a godly commitment, which marriage is supposed to be, you can't lean on your own understanding. You can't do it by yourself. You can't do it by your own willpower, your own good intentions and vows and love for a person. If you go into a godly commitment, you have to lean on God. You have to
laying it on thick. Look at the baby seat, y'all. Bro, this is all strategically planned, bro. Look at the baby seat. Would y'all look at the baby seat? Look at the baby seat. They don't care.
Do things like to God's standard. You have to rely on God's grace. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it for the long term. And that I can personally relate to. Now, regardless, whether you like them, love them, or hate them, I think this is a great example as to why we don't need to be putting anybody on the pedestal. Nobody. And I think a lot of women did that. And I'm not even going to say it's the women's fault.
Oh my God. He's calling out his own fans, his own loyal supporters. Look, he's going to listen. Let me translate what Derrick is saying to you. because I know you're emotional. And let me get close to the mic. He's saying, because I know you're emotional. I know you're emotional. I'm going to take advantage of your emotions. I'm going to get you. I'm going to shit on you. I'm going to tell you how crazy you are for listening to me, even though I'm out here doing all this bullshit, and I'm well aware of the bullshit I'm doing. But guess what? You're still going to support me because of the way I look, and because you want to screw me, and because you don't have a man, and because you don't want a man, and because you're average looking, and because my wife is average looking. Wife is average looking, and you're going to relate to her, and I'm going to sell you the fantasy. That's what I'm going to do. He's pretty much telling you that. And you're going to forgive me. And you're going to continue to buy my book. And when we can go on tour again, you're going to come to the tours because you forgive me. I have the story of redemption. This is one of the greatest things, one of the greatest plans I've ever seen.
Themselves, because this dude, he never really showed his struggle. You know, we understand, oh, we're all humans and we all make mistakes, but he never showed those mistakes. Not for real. I think he wrote about it or something like that, but he never showed that side. So,
I think he wrote about it. Is it a book plug about to come? Is a book plug fit to come?
It's not really all on the women, but I've seen a lot of women put this dude on the pedestal to the point of idealizing him and even compare.
He's saying, listen, he's telling you what you women did, right? He's straight up saying, y'all women, of course, look at me. Y'all put me on a pedestal because I'm what y'all want. I'm what you really want. You put me on a pedestal. He's saying exactly what you did, and he's throwing it back in your face. The balls on this nigga. The balls of this nigga.
Comparing their man to him. Like they'll come.
No, he didn't. No, this nigga didn't. Oh, yeah, he told you that truth. He's saying you compare your dude to me. All that time you was comparing your nigga to me when I'm out here on the bullshit. And guess what? You're going to continue to compare your nigga to me. I can only respect it.
Compare their man's good, bad, and ugly whole story to Derrick Jaxn's snippet, you know, which is, of course, a standard nobody can meet consistently. That's like a dude taking a picture of another woman who's in shape and she got a 4-pack and, you know, she just beautiful and all of that stuff and her body's just super tight, and him comparing his woman to that woman because
relatability. Once again, relatability. It was a reason that he had his wife look the way she was looking, because as he just said, a woman like that, a woman that's in shape, a man that's in shape, that's rare. America is one of the fattest countries in the world. That is rare. Relatability. If I have an average looking wife, I can sell to average looking women because they relate with my average looking wife. Relatability is key. If you have nothing to relate to, I have nothing to sell you. Why would I sell you a product and my wife is fine and a motherfucker and I cheated on her? Women don't feel sorry for fine women. They don't. If this woman was a dime beautiful, you wouldn't give a fuck. You care because she's homeless looking. That's why he had her on there like that.
Because his woman got a couple extra pounds from having a baby. Meanwhile,
oh my God, bro. Couple extra pounds from having a baby. This nigga is going 20 toes down right now.
He don't know that woman in the picture may not even be able to have children. She may be struggling with that and coping with it by working out 2-3 times a day. She may have an unhealthy body image, and that's why she works out obsessively and and see, this is why I keep saying relatability, because now he's saying, he's putting the idea out that, well, because a woman may work out or stay in shape, it's because something may be wrong with her. She might not be able to have a baby. She might not be able to do this, or she might not be able to do that. Once again, you have to make it relatable. He's saying that potentially women that work out consistently, it might be something wrong with them. Where the fuck do we do that at? Where do we do that at? Oh, but the nigga, the woman that you laid up with, she look like she goes to the gym consistently and look so good. Like, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's wise to ever idealize somebody or compare them. Like, not only because somebody can be living a double life, which I don't think is quite the case here, according to his wife, behind the scenes without anybody knowing. And of course, this part ain't gonna blow up, but he's been putting in the work to kind of reconstruct what that all had been broken since last.
This nigga said, but that part ain't gonna blow up. I've been putting in the work. He bigged himself up, shitted on himself, and bigged himself up again within the span of 3 minutes. Within the span of 3 minutes, bigged himself up, shitted on himself, bigged himself up again within the span of 3 whole minutes. I have to give it to this guy. The balls on this nigga, man, to do something like that. It just with oozing the confidence to do it. I got to salute that. Man, we should all be confident like that. We should all have enough confidence to, even through bullshit, and you know it's bullshit, I'm confident to stand toe to toe with whatever is going on. And I know it's some bullshit, but I'm so confident in what I'm about to do. And this is the positive I get from it. I'm so confident in what I'm about to do. Even though I know what I'm about to do is bullshit, I'm still going to come out on top because that's how confident I am. Dude, I have to give it to him. Dude is oozing with confidence. I'm so confident that I'm going to get through this, even though it's destined for me to fail. I don't give a fuck. I'm looking at that right in his eye. That's how confident I am.
Year, so I don't think it's a double life thing, but you don't know what struggle somebody has behind the scenes. You don't know their shortcomings. You don't know where they're falling short. So it's just not wise to compare, on any level. Nonetheless, I know
it's not wise to compare, but he knows you're going to do it anyway. You know what, fellas? Why do y'all have a hard time believing that women are not visual, or having a hard time believing that they are visual? Women like looking at nice shit too. They do. They do. A lot of you niggas, a lot of the women done gave y'all a pass because you may be a nice guy at heart, or you may be a beta male provider, or whatever the case may be. But your looks matter, bro. And I don't give a damn what nobody say. A woman or a man will put up with a little bit more from somebody who's good looking versus somebody that looks like a damn mud duck. You'll take somebody you won't take Tarana Burke talking to you any type of way. It just won't happen. You're not going to take Precious talking to you any type of way. It won't happen. You're not going to take Roseanne Barr talking to you any type of way. It will not happen. But you may take somebody who's cute and beautiful. You may take a little bit more shit than somebody who looks like them. I'm just saying.
Some people will see this type of video, even though he's come forward and he's been completely honest. Some people are just going to close the book on D. Some people are going to close the book on this dude and say, you know what? I'm done with you. Cancel culture. Come here.
The king of canceling niggas. And now he's oh my God. This nigga's the king of canceling niggas. And he's flipping it on himself. And he's flipping it back on them. Genius. Ladies, do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? I'm just trying to show you the game. I'm not trying to expose them. I don't care that much. But I'm really trying to give him props for the wonderful job that him and his wife have done.
I'm more so on the side of his wife and just basically letting this be a new chapter of how I see him, because I do believe that his content over the years has helped a tremendous amount of people.
This nigga just bigged himself up again. Unbelievable. This is the 4th time he bigged himself up again. And he was the nigga who cheated. Bigged himself up again. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing is poetry in motion. This is what you're seeing. This is art. This is masterful. This is wonderfully done.
He tells the truth. He speaks facts. And quite honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I've needed several new chapters in my own life. Lord knows.
My God.
And I'm not ashamed to say it, but I'm no guru. Those are just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. And by the way, he has a book detailing how he and his wife overcame all of this in their private lives.
Stop the show. Stop the damn show. This nigga plugged the book. This nigga plugged the book. This nigga plugged the book.
A long time ago, matter of fact. It's called Heal Together Without Hurting Each Other. So if you're in a situation like this, you want to let God in to totally restore it better than new, click the link down in the bio or up in the bio in the caption. I got a 50% off deal for you guys who are watching this video right now.
Oh my God.
But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be good. Peace.
Wonderful. 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 Absolutely wonderful. Did a beautiful job. Did a beautiful job. Boys and girls, what you just witnessed was a finesse at its highest. This dude shitted on himself and bigged himself up after he cheated 4 times. He bigged himself up 4 times and then had the audacity to promote his book and give you 50% off. I wish that he would share the sales of this book since this thing has dropped. Lord, I wish he would just reveal it. I would love to know how many copies he sold since this whole thing has dropped. Jesus. Is it that easy to finesse women? Is it that easy to play off y'all emotions? I understand why some guys do it. I really do. It's a profitable business. It really is. Because no matter what wrong they do, no matter what happens, he's still going to have people support him, even though his wife finessed the whole thing, allegedly. I believe so. I believe his wife finessed the whole thing. I believe they were in this together. I believe they told that girl to say this and to cause that controversy. He needed some way to get back in the spotlight, boys and girls. What you have just seen was a finessing to the highest degree. And the thing is, a week from now, nobody's going to be talking about it. Nobody's going to be talking about how Derrick Jaxn cheated on his wife. No one's going to care. He's going to get those book sales and continue to put out videos and do what he do. And I'm not mad at him for that. I am not upset with Derrick Jaxn for that. He's supposed to do what he's supposed to do. But damn, this can potentially start a whole new generations of dudes lying to women because it's easy to do it. It's easy to do it. It's easy to sell you a product if I look decent. If I work in the gym, if I work out, do decent, have an average looking chick on my side and do some bullshit and all that, I can sell you a product. It's easy. It's easy. The finesse is real, boys and girls. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in this episode of The First Heartbeat with CJ Kyles. I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, going through this whole finesse situation. Once again, I am going to give props where they are due. I'm going to give props where they are due. Derrick Jaxn, ladies and gentlemen, has finessed you all. And I applaud him for it. I do. Because it's easy. Why not? Why shouldn't he do it? Go get the bag. Shout out to his lovely wife. Shout out to his lovely wife for taking part in the finesse. Y'all thought she got on there for her health. Y'all thought she got on there looking trifling and looking crazy because she wanted to. Absolutely. No black friend, no black woman with a black friend will ever let their black chick go out there looking crazy like that if it was not for the bag. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just been finessed, and I thank you for joining me this evening. And I got to get this homework done. And so I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.